So when to plus up your EDC and why? So there's been a few times in this country relatively recently where there's been a lot of unrest, right? 2020, 2021 comes to mind when George Floyd overdosed. That caused a ton of civil unrest and like people died. There's a ton of shootings that happened during that time. So when would be a good time to plus up your EDC? Something like the Summer of Love happens again, elections, both like during the election and after, like think of January 6th, or anytime like in between. I'm sure there's stuff that I'm missing, but a lot of it has to do with like police shootings and protests and riots and stuff like that. So anyway, so I figured I would walk you through the stages of my EDC. And before I get started, like I'm going to show a rifle. I am not a fan of the truck gun. Leaving a rifle or like a long arm, anything other than like a pistol, I don't even think you should be leaving a handgun in your vehicle overnight. But I'm not a fan of the dedicated truck gun. Like the whole point of this video is to carry this stuff with you. So that means like in and out of your vehicle. So because of that, don't leave guns in your truck, in your vehicle. Talking generally, now if you live in Wyoming or something, you probably get away with it. But if you live in the suburbs or in a city, don't do that, right? I'm a strong believer in not leaving guns in your vehicle. The majority of criminals have guns because they're stolen. So don't be leaving your gun unattended in a vehicle. Anyway, now I'm off my soapbox. So my EDC starts with this bad boy. I've talked about it before. It's the Glock 43X. It's unloaded. I every day carry this thing more times than not. Since I got it, I've only had it for like 9 months or something like that. But this is my everyday carry. Now that the 15-round Glock mags are out, I have 2 of these. This is what stays in the gun. And the majority of the time, I carry this thing just like this. Like, obviously, one in the pipe. I'm not going to load it now. Just one magazine, 15 rounds. That's normally just what I carry. If I want to plus up, I have the other 15-round magazine. I'll throw it in a pocket. But the majority of the time, this is what I'm everyday carrying, especially in the summer months. That's why I got it. Carrying the Glock 19 in the summer kind of sucks, right? Due to its size, it's a little harder to shoot, a little snappier, kind of hurts. In the winter months, and you know, like in my Eberly stock, like fanny pack and everything, I'll carry the Glock 19. Or let's say there's another Summer of Love incident about, I would carry this just because it's easier to shoot, carry just as much rounds, but it's easier to shoot. Typically carry the stock magazine, and then I have this 22-round extended mag full of my carry ammo. That would be my EDC if something like the Summer of Love happened again. And obviously, you're concealed carrying this. You don't want to be open carrying the sort of thing with riots or unrest, civil unrest going on. That would just be really, really stupid. But in that scenario, or if that something like that happened again in my area, obviously, like I'm on the East Coast, if that's happening in California, probably not going to care. So the next thing I'm going to talk about can kind of be controversial. So carrying a rifle like this in your vehicle during civil unrest, I don't know if I would do it or not. It's kind of the mission, the situation dictates the gear. If there's riots within, I would say like 20 miles, and there's like active shootings, and it's like legit like Minneapolis on a typical day. But if it's legit like civil unrest and everything, and I have to drive anywhere remotely in that area, yeah, I'm taking this. So this is just my PSA upper arrow. Oh no, this is a PSA lower now. So this is just a complete saber, 14 or 13.7, whatever it is, with a relatively inexpensive LPVO and a flashlight. So your very typical AR-15 with a 20 round mag. I wouldn't be like looking for a fight. That's like the whole point of this. Like this was purely defensive in nature, and it's way more effective than one of these. And if you look at videos of Kyle Rittenhouse, something like this was way more effective than a handgun. Rifles are just inherently easier to shoot. I know that's like very controversial, but that's my assessment on it. That's like my everyday carry stuff weapon wise. One thing that I don't everyday carry is medical stuff. So if you saw like my IFAK video, you know that I carry first aid kits in my truck. That's as like far as it goes. Like I don't have one of those like ankle IFAKs or anything like that in my Eberly stock fanny pack. I keep a tourniquet, but that's it. Should I? Yeah, sure. But you know, if I'm just running to Walmart, you know, this is good enough. It is what it is. If I have to start strapping on all this medical equipment and 3 mags for my pistol, that's getting a little excessive. Could you do that? Absolutely, and I encourage that. If you look at that in and out shooting, that dude had a suppressed, it's hilarious, a suppressed 5.7. That's great, and he was prepared, and he saved lives. If there's any takeaway from this, whatever is happening in society kind of dictates my EDC. Don't go looking for a fight, and don't go leaving guns in your car.